Hello, welcome to Valorant Navy, UCSD Valorant Navy versus University of Waterloo. We have a very exciting game in hand here. Looks like, yeah, I don't know. Hi, I'm Liam. I'm gonna be your play-by-play caster today. I'm joined by Andre on color.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, very exciting.
Spike down mid. Down A. One enemy remaining.
I'm still hungry.
Cutting their vision.
Can't use that.
"30 seconds left. Spike planted. Last player standing.
them.
Bring them down.
Oh. 30 seconds left.
Still in sight.
Ugh. 10 seconds left.
Spike planted. Poison orb emitting.
Here.
Last player standing.
The nightmare turns in our favor.
And so, guns ablazing into round number 4. Seeing a lot of this slow playstyle from Waterloo, running the clock down to those last few seconds. Playing the map control, but it looks like there's a bit of an early fight teed up here, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Uni now holding close. We wonder if she's already been pretty active this game. She definitely wants to get one here.
A couple of times in this one.
As Jia takes out Yunji over on the other side over towards B, and that's going to be a signal for Warriors White to maybe start heading over that direction. Still the lurk from T-Addict as Uni catches it, and at this point UCSD Navy is probably going to be pretty used to T-Addict on these late wide lurks as Warriors now getting the spike down over on B.
T-Addict still there ready to activate. As I say that, I open my mouth and Slice cuts her down.
Yeah, that's again that awareness there. JJ Yukim getting taken out by Vav. 2 great headshot kills there for Vav. You wonder if they're gonna want to go for this third or just play safely here. But
for a very difficult to clear crossfire.
Where are you?
180 degrees of separation between the players. Slice, what do you do?
And the crouch hold good enough to secure that round there. 2-2. I'm going to reintroduce us here because I realized that our audio might have been a little messed up earlier, but now we're good. So I'm Liam, happy to be here as your play-by-play caster. Today I'm joined by Andre, my beloved color caster. Yeah, we were missing audio until about midway through that third round. I apologize for that, but we're good now. And we have a really great game here ahead of us. UCSD Navy versus the University of Waterloo Warriors White. These teams are playing in the decider round robin in order to see who makes it to the top bracket and who goes into the consolation bracket of this Aurora series. This game is the second of these 3 games. Warriors White did play against Northeastern Aqua earlier and beat them 13-7. So the a win for Warriors White here would make them a complete solid lock to be in the top bracket coming out of this Deciders. But UCSD Navy, of course, not going to want to let that happen here. As we see a very slow round, Yunji, Uni, Jen, all very pushed up towards mid after Warriors White has been playing very aggressively. T-Addict seeing that, but in the meantime, Warriors have scaled a lot up A. Not having the spike yet, but able to take one out. T-Addict traded out on the other side, though. It's a 4v4 now, and that's going to be a gun going over to Jen, which is a really good development here for UCSD. Kind of a weird position, though. A pretty well held now by University of Waterloo, as there's going to be some progression here. That Omen has now scaled over towards CT, which gives a bit of an opening here for the Clove to maybe progress in. JJ taking out JJ, you can and Yuji. Slice with 3! The collat headshot, and now it's just a 2v1, feeling it here. Swinging out the wrong side, and Jen is going to take them out. What a collection of shots there from Slice to lock in the round.
Slice, you cannot be doing that.
I'm kidding. I'm terrible with money.
You know, taking them out of the trenches there, they come into this round with nothing but a bunch of clearance aisle sheriffs, and end up with a highway robbery of the 5th round.
Yeah, absolutely great shots there. The collat 2K, along with the other shot there to make it 3. Just great. Great stuff there from Slice. That's what you want to see if you're a UCSD fan as they go up 3-2 here. Pretty good start to this round.
With the bomb plant, though, there's still one more buy in the pockets of University of Waterloo, and it looks like they're going to take this B real fast.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the fastest we've seen them commit here, as they take B pretty much with ease. JJ, you can playing back here, and so at least saving a 5v5, but Warriors are going to scale up this, and the triple peek. It's a pretty brutal peek there.
First time that bomb has gone down with more than 30 seconds left on the clock, and a Viper's pit too. Maybe could you even go for this at this point?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a 4v5 here, and they still have time, but it's a pretty brutal situation to have to push in. The Slice Fade ult looking like it's maybe going to come out, although they could be rethinking. No, this is going to be a commit here from UCSD. Gonna have to play fast here. T-Addict already good for 1, and the spray is just gonna be absolutely brutal. Jen getting taken out 2 there, and now it's just Uni in a 1v5 with virtually no health and a fan. I'm just looking for one of those exit picks, but she's gonna go down, and that's gonna be 5 people left standing there for the Warriors. A huge round, and that's gonna really hurt UCSD's economy.
Yeah, that pace change there. Brutal for San Diego. They're expecting this, you know, slow, calculated gameplay. You know, we've never seen the spike go down with that much time left on the clock, and so Jukim just hiding in the back of B side thinking, oh, there's no way someone's gonna be up, right? And then lo and behold, 3 people swing out of a smoke, and that's the site loss.
Yeah, brutal here, and you wonder if they're gonna maybe do another fast execute. T-Addict still with the lurk, but a 4-man towards A.
This Bucky, I like this Bucky here.
I like this Bucky too.
Face your fear!
Getting out too.
Spike down.
A strong kill, but killed through the smoke. Alex is gonna have the trade. Yunji now looking, knows that Gia's there and gonna take her out. Also protecting Jen and gets another down as well. Jen now needs to look for this kill. Is she gonna be good for Alex? No, Alex already with 3 on the round, and T-Addict and Alex are gonna rethink this A commit, as they have a pretty large opening here over towards B. Slice and GG not gonna know about it though yet.
Oh, that Cypher Cam did just shoot, so, you know, alarm bells ringing, and they've got about 40 seconds to get on this spike. Sound sensor placed on a spot where if you try to defuse, it's just gonna stun you.
Yeah, pretty brutal placement there, as we're going to see a CT-sided retake here. Pretty cautious of the previous push-ups that we've seen from the Warriors, but it looks like they're very much focused towards Link. And at this point, they should start to get a feeling that this is not going to be coming from Blink, but rather that UCSD is on site.
Well, I'm planted for this, though. And
Stun
to see
landing
that-
on Slice, and not a lot of time. He's going to have to commit here. And she's getting hit by the Deadlock ult. At least taking out the Deadlock ult here. But that's going to be another round for Warriors White. 3-4.
Sensor destroyed.
Yeah, ace stolen from Alex there with the Deadlock ult. Worth it though to just lock in that round. And San Diego, out of the half investment, we saw a couple of Buckies and Sheriffs come out. We'll have a bit of a buy piece together for this one. Looking to really claw one back. They're not doing particularly great on these fast plays that Waterloo has suddenly started throwing in. I think they're gonna make some adjustments for this one against what looks to be a default round from Waterloo.
Yeah, absolutely. This round playing a much faster up mid, actually, taking space now. But UCSD seems a little ready for it. Yunji pushed off of her hold, but still going to be playing a very active angle, not able to take out anybody though, and that's going to be 2 down for UCSD already. It's a rough start. Slice there though as well, and I don't know if the Warriors know that she's there. Uni also looking and almost getting spotted by the fade, but good for 2 already.
Ooh, 2.
Careful timing there, but Slice is going to go down, and so now Uni is cut off, and it's just JJ Yukim over on this B site who now hears them.
I found my wire.
Can at least let Uni know the plant is going down there.
Yeah, I think she got
Spike
grabbed
planted.
by a Deadlock net there. Deadlock just staring straight into the soul of Cypher. With a wall as well, really negating this CT-sided retake.
Alex wanting to peek out on the Cypher, but Cypher gonna head towards Heaven and
Last
dropping down
player
this
standing.
one for JJ Yukim. It's now a 1v2 here for Uni, and Uni catches the Deadlock looking the other
Heal
way.
available. Oh,
Holding for Heaven, and Alex is gonna sneak out. You wonder if Uni maybe gets a feeling. Not enough, and Alex is looking extremely strong through the start of this game.
Snack time.
absolutely tapped
Sorry.
in here.
Only brought enough for me.
And yet, again, a fast play through mid catches a lot of the players a little bit off guard.
There.
Uni does great to get a claw couple back with a late repeak, but with Waterloo scaled so far up, it's very difficult to regain all that lost space.
Absolutely. Now playing 4 mid, you see 2 over Link, 2 watching from top mid. UCSD is very aware of their presence here and taking that mid really quickly, while the Warriors really haven't actually scaled up at all. If you're UCSD, you have to be careful about getting caught out and looking, but they're in a good spot here. Some noise over towards B. That's gonna signal maybe a bit more attention to go that way, but do they know about the Viper and the Jet?
Ooh,
as Fab goes
Jen.
down. Good kills from Jen, but they don't know about the 2 behind them, and they could get caught out here, but the Deadlock's gonna go down, and that's 3 kills for Jen on the start of this round. It's already a 5v2, and despite the Viper and the Jet being in a different location and unknown before. Oh, that's going to be 2 from Alex and feeling it here, and now it just goes down to a 2v1, but not enough. A solid 3 kills, though, to make that look close. That hold was strong, but not enough to lock in the round. 4-5, an excellent round from Jen with the 4K, and we see a timeout starting here, called by University of Waterloo.
Yeah, wow, what an interesting eco play. We've seen this once before on the last San Diego eco. Again, it was a heavy mid presence. Again, it's Jen tucked up deep in the corner with the Sheriff. This time though, she just walks out and decides to shoot everyone in her sights. And it gets the team 3 guns. But you know, with all that commitment towards B main, they don't actually know where the remaining 2 players are up in that elbow position towards A, and then Waterloo feeling like they're playing a bit of Call of Duty Zombies there, just shooting down a bunch of entities. But this time they shoot back a little bit better, and it's going to be a 4th round. heading into number 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Big round for UCSD, and you hope maybe they can capitalize on that, maybe make this 6-6 or 7-5 even, if they
Yeah, there's
are
still
lucky.
there's still a chance for 7-5 here. If you want to hit your shots like Jen did in that last one, make sure you go check out Turtle Beach, past sponsors of the UC San Diego esports.
Breathe deep.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you to Turtle Beach for being a longtime supporter of UC San Diego esports. Very grateful for Ashley and everyone from the Turtle Beach team. Lots of great opportunities over at UCSD through Turtle Beach, as we see a pretty fast take here, committing down to the B site. I think Warriors realizing that these fast takes are something that UCSD hasn't figured a solution out for yet. 3 flankers coming from the A side, looking for that deadlock, but deadlock is nowhere to be found, as JJ Yukim going to be taken out, the only person on the B site even still. And Slice is going to have to hold and wait for flankers to show face. Jen going to take out the deadlock though, and that's going to be a signal that UCSD can move a little bit faster on this flank. Everybody else is going to be on site, and they know that now. Feeling it, holding for Slice, but Jen taking a lot of space and feeling it goes down.
I like this spot from Jen.
Yeah, this is a great spot. Jen able to take out one. The Omen going to peek from heaven and going to be in a good spot to take out more, but Alex peeking, looking. Time is running out here.
There might
Is
be
Uni
enough.
going to be able to get it?
Barely.
Yes, 0.43 seconds on the clock. Jen holding Alex as well, and that's going to be a huge round from UC San Diego.
My city needs me.
Oh,
I can't be away
0.43
for long.
seconds. The peak out
Let's end
from
this
CT.
quickly.
Almost enough. Bury the hatchet. But the clove res from Jen, able to actually bring the weapon into this next round as well. With 0.43 left, San Diego managed to pull off a successful retake. Although retakes like that do kind of come down to a flip of the coin, as we see Waterloo
Get out of my
want to
way.
just run it back.
Yeah, same push here, same deadlock over towards B, and now at least Yunji also going to be over to help JJ Kim on the B side. Maybe looking to take some out, playing an aggressive angle, even with the jump, able to grab one before she gets taken out. JJ Kim ready for this push now, this time going to play a little bit further back. 3 people there though. Does she know how many are on her? Jen now here to support a little bit. As JJ Kim gets taken out. Jen able to trade out 1, but 2 more there, as UCSD might see that no one's here, but is the deadlock going to be in a position to take out Uni? Uni has no idea where T-Addict is, and Uni playing very fast on this angle and taken out. So now it's only Slice here in this 1v3 big round. Knows that T-Addict is there. T-Addict going to know similarly that Slice is likely coming from the same spot.
We'll be able to walk past the sound sensor. Not a great tripwire thing. But Addict watching perfectly.
My territory!
Oh,
An
that's
aggressive
just
ult here.
unfortunate.
Somewhat uncalled for, to be honest. I'm not sure how I feel about the ult on the 3v1 with 1 round remaining. Might as well save that for the next round if I'm T-Addict. But locks out the round.
Last round.
Locks
before
in the round.
switch.
Guaranteed gonna get that econ for next rounds. They have a full buy, whereas UCSD looking to make do with what they have. Not a terrible buy here, but Maddie gonna call it a timeout. So we'll see.
Yeah, Maddie wants a couple words and probably not happy, if I had to guess. Not happy with the way that B-hold is looking. It's just so fast from Waterloo. The util from Cypher, from Jukim, in the same spot every time. We see it getting pre-fired and shot out now. And they're just unable to really, plant their mark on this B site. Jukim's cages also get walked through on a daily basis, on a round-by-round basis, pretty much. We see 3-man peeks out of it. We see people skirting around the sides to get into weird positions. So I really want to see how they're going to restructure this B site, as it does look like Waterloo is poised towards there once again. Reminiscent of my comp strategies on Abyss, which was just rush B 13 rounds in a row.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful, cute little bear. Talk to bear on stream right now, but yeah, curious to see how they make do with this situation. They have not the most amazing buy, but also not the worst buy, and we've seen them do well with a lot less. Moving over towards mid this time.
Find you.
Gonna see if they can catch out these three.
Fade doesn't see anyone.
Fade doesn't see anyone, and they're playing somewhat carelessly, a little dangerously here, but doesn't matter because Jen is good for all three.
And that's
Jen's
the spike.
That's the spike there. They're in a great spot. Slice looking, swinging off of Slice is Jen. Worried a little bit about main, but knows the Fade is there now. And that's going to be a pretty big guarantee that they're there. Here's both now and able to get another Jen. Good almost for the ace, but Slice is going to lock that 5th kill in. 6-6 on the half, and this is proving to be a really great game.
I think that's the second time Slice has stolen an ace.
It's all good. Slice coming up where it matters. The big 3Ks we saw earlier, and now we've got a swapped side here. Big attack side here for UCSD.
San Diego with double duelists should theoretically have the advantage, a lot more potential to take some space. Now, granted, one of them is Reyna, which doesn't fare all too well in professional play these days. But is always going to be a wild card. You can kind of just throw a Reyna anywhere. She can get a lot of value.
Absolutely, and Uni on this Reyna is a consistent pick from UCSD, and she always looks really great on it, so I have confidence in the Reyna here. Curious to see how they play her, though. Sometimes she's a bit more of a lurker, and sometimes she is that second duelist in, so we'll see what UC San Diego elects to go for, but seems like they're going to be pivoting off of this B site look and maybe moving more towards mid. Warriors definitely hearing that, though, as they've now shifted 4 over towards mid, and that's going to be a signal for UCSD to move right back off. Yunji been looking over at this B site the entire time, though. T-Addict knows she's there, and she gets that headshot there, 78 damage. Pretty brutal start.
And a smoke in as well. How are you going to break through this?
Yeah, T-Addict holding with Alex. This is a wow, shots coming out. Alex and T-Addict both good for 1, and Yunji's going to trade 1 back. So 3v4, Yunji looking, sees Alex a little bit there, gonna know that they're coming that backside. No spike plant down yet, though. Fade moving around the backside here, and there's a potential that they might want to pivot to A, but I think they're gonna commit to B. Pretty brutal fight, though. It's a full team fight. Jen not able to land enough shots on that Omen to kill her, and it's now here at 2v4, running out of time. Slice is going to have to make a move.
10 seconds
Gets
left.
on site. The plant starting to come out. Sees the Viper, but nothing there for her. Yunji good enough to take Alex out, but this is going to be a 6-7 scoreline here going into this attack half.
Uni very excited about that one. Bomb got stuck back in CT. There, yeah, as you said, Liam, there was an opportunity for them to go A. I thought that would have been a really interesting play, although, granted, we know, they don't know that there's absolutely nobody in that path.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit scary, I think.
Stuck.
I think a little scary if you are UCSD there, because, of course, only 25 seconds on the clock, and if it turns out that one of them is in CT, it'd be very rough. Jen playing very aggressive on this A angle, and the Warriors not totally biting, just now starting to see that shift come over from the Fade onto the A site, but again, a rotation off of the A, moving back towards mid here, and Uni pretty exposed, walking up through mid. You wonder if she's going to be able to get anything on this lurk.
Ojia will surely be calming your teammates nothing out A. And so we see the defense rotates a little bit. They're really going all in on this B position. A smoke here as well to block the push.
Yeah, absolutely. Catching 3 with a net, and that's going to be a huge signal for Warriors White to start rotating over. Uni in an awkward spot knows that the Fade is there, and that's going to be a big first kill on Fab, but almost traded out, except not quite. UCSD using this as a chance to reposition, and they don't know about the Omen though. Jia gonna get one and back off back to main. Now, it's all about timing here and playing this somewhat quickly. Jen good to take out Jia, and that's a big 2 weapons there that they have. Jen holding for that elbow. Viper's gonna rotate around to the front side of elbow now. And a slow play by T-Addict to come through mid. You have to hope that Yoonji is going to continue to hold that, and she does, gets the kill, and it's only this last Jet. Alex taken out. Now that's Jen going down, and a big 7-7 thrifty round for UCSD Navy there.
It's mine.
That round got very chaotic. Everyone's just everywhere. Uni's walked all the way up mid in such a weird spot, and Vav walking out of A with her teammates of a full 3-man push out of A, and she's not looking behind her. Uni gets away with one, and then again walking up on, I believe it was Viper, walking up on Viper at elbow as well. Just really great timings that San Diego's catching here.
Yeah, absolutely. They had a great timing there. They were waiting for that rotate out, that flank out coming from A, and now a 4-stack towards B with the Viper in mid, and they're just, Warriors are going to be just in the wrong spot. They gambled there and not landing the gamble, so it's going to look like a 5v5 retake. Full site commit here on A, and planning for CT. All of UCSD now has moved over towards CT, except for, of course, Slice, and now 3 coming onto site. This is going to be an open push for them to take site from Link side. Of course, there's 2 coming from CT, and UCSD needs to be cognizant of that. Yunji looking, but able to be taken out by Jia, and now it's only the 2 as all 3 on site get taken out. Jia looking to grab another close, but pulls the smoke out in just the wrong time as Uni slides out. Traded out by T-Addict, but it's not going to be enough. Backed off in the Classic and the 1v3, just not enough to hold down UCSD, and really just an unlucky round there, gambling over onto the B site when UCSD wanted A.
Hey, when you call that 5-stack onto a site with just pistols, you know, you're either right or you're wrong. It's a 50-50 shot. I don't dislike the play, just a little bit unlucky. And then they do a good job of trying to get into that retake, making it a little bit difficult playing together, but when you're going up against Stingers, Bulldogs, Vandals, what are you to do? You're just bullet fodder at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex now playing close up. The Fade-Eye not getting a ton of value here for the Warriors Fade for Vav. Interesting that they have continued to elect to use it in mid and not down on the B or A site. Mains there. Sliding up through A main is Uni, able to take out Jia and also get out without much trouble. A little bit of damage sustained, and they know the Viper's there. Looks like this is going to be a commit here. All 5 of UCSD's players have moved over towards A and now feeling it in a bit of a position. Yoonji going to get taken out, but Slice good for the other 2 to trade her out, and now it's yet again another sort of 2v4 situation for Warriors White. They need to play this well, but not able to land anything on the net. And UCSD playing very passive. Jen with the jump spot. Knows that Alex is there.
And there's 2 in this corner. Alex is just gonna get shot in the back any second now. Any second now.
The 2 shots for T-Addict landing, and JJ Yukim not gonna be able to get anything either. And Slice taken by the deadlock ult. A dramatic turn of events and an unfortunate whiff there from JJ Yukim, unable to take out Alex when he's not looking. And that's gonna lock down a round 8 win.
You're all more
for
important than words
Warriors
and
White. That was a round that should have gone to UCSD, but unfortunately, fate would have it go the other way.
That was a 2v4 retake. Odds stacked all the way against you. If I was a betting man, I would have put my house on UC San Diego winning that round. But just a little bit of a lineup there, and T-Addict able to, you know, pull a Gen, pull that collat off. Possible. That's what we watch Valorant for.
Absolutely. Now starting to move towards A, and Jen's gonna get taken out immediately, but going with the ult, looking for another kill there.
There's nothing here for her.
Yeah, running out of time. She's going to have to get on site, and maybe she can get one. She can. She gets one taken out though, traded by T-Addict. but at least making
job.
some damage and taking a lot of space. This is going to allow Uni to slide up onto B site and takes out T-Addict. Now it's Alex stuck inside, cornered there. Slice and Uni in a great spot to take her out, but they don't know about this Owen. Jia starting to push
Spike
out, and
planted.
Slice going to be
One enemy remaining. Last
down.
player standing.
Uni has
Uni
the
doesn't
escape
catch
there, and now does she
No,
think
the
that
stick?
Jia is going to stick? This is dangerous, and the time is just right. Uni with the kill, but it's going to be 8-9. Warriors White secure another round. Brutal for UCSD losing these last 2
Brutal.
rounds.
Omen Jia there, able to sneak up, slither her way up all the way to that B main so fast. And with Cypher dead, there's no trips there that are able to, you know, alert the Tritons to any kind of mischievous behavior.
Yeah,
Only good for
absolutely.
1 there. But it's enough to give them number 9.
Feeling it, playing this aggressive angle, but Jen's gonna push very aggressively. Jia holding this corner. Yuji sees and not punished for missing that. Slice is completely oblivious though. And Uni needs to be good to take that out, but Jia good for 3. That's gonna be a wash of a round for UCSD, unless JJ Yukim can have anything to say about it. Brutal to not be able to take out Jia there.
We've seen 2v4s. What about a 1v4? You can not look at. Oh,
She
there's
got
a
the
bit of a
timing
slip.
there on Vav, looking away, and now she could get 2, but only good for 1. Alex with the slightly lower angle, and JJ Yukim gets taken out, making it 8-10. This is 3 rounds in a row for UCSD that I would really have wanted to gotten back. Unfortunate, but they're not out. Maybe a timeout or something to reset mentals a little bit and lock in on this game would be in order, though.
Yeah, not out of it just yet. Also 3 ults, some pretty powerful ones as well. Yunji will be able to buy up with her knives. Slice can initiate.
Get out of my way!
Pretty dangerous site take.
Absolutely feeling it. Only seeing JJ Yukim knows that maybe this isn't an A commit, and gonna see no one else take the bite over to A, but now
I think it is an A commit.
going through Link, and that's gonna be huge. Sliding over to main is the Viper and Omen, and she's blind and taken out, but at least UCSD maybe has to know who is over on main, and they can get the spike down too. Not the worst position to be in. We see Yunji playing an extremely aggressive angle, wants to start this fight and getting a lot of damage down on both Alex and Vav. Both of them super low over on the CT side, but Omen and Viper scaling for Warriors White, and that's going to be 1 pick for Jia as Yunji gets a lot of damage down, taking out both there with Uni. Now just the 2v1 for Jia. Starting to shoot.
Shadows traveling.
Has the self-smoke, Slice and Yuji both there. Spamming is Yuji and gets both with the ace! That is brutal for UCSD Navy, but Jia is shooting so well right now. 8 kills in the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, up to 23 and 14 on the game. And another stolen away. The 11th. For University of Waterloo, as Maddie feels that, you know, we gotta reset here. We gotta figure out what's going on. These rounds come down pretty much to the wire. 1v1s, a lot of very close post-plan situations, complicated mid-rounds. It just all end up going the way of Waterloo. And it's in no small part thanks to Jia here. What a performance from the last 2 rounds.
Absolutely. Very rough for UCSD, but that timeout is their chance to maybe get things moving a little bit better. The buys are plausible for UCSD here, and so maybe you know, they can lock in this round, but a rough 3 rounds in a row to lose. I wouldn't want to have lost any of those, and pretty much all of them could have been locked in, so unfortunate there for UCSD.
You cannot let another one of those slip. San Diego not looking to Butterfingers another round. looking to get a 9th here, post a 9th on the board as that buy does come in. Everyone's got a full rifle. And
Yeah.
T-Addict actually doesn't have money here for some reason.
Yeah,
Did she
weirdly...
drop a gun?
Oh, she did drop a gun. She has money now. Looks like
That's a lot worse.
yet another mid push, probably ending towards A. The marking Fade Eye actually landing there and going to be a little bit of damage down on Slice. This time, Uni and Jen seeming to slide up towards B, and that is something that has worked for them earlier. And maybe what you want to see, JJ, you can going to try and make some more noise over towards A. This can help lock in that commit mentality. And is the Fade Dog going to get any of them? Yes, it is. So now they know that they are towards B. Uni looking, taking sight here and feeling it good for Yoonji already. The Omen ult going to make it a 3v3 on this site now, and just a bunch of
Spike
brutal
down B.
deaths there. Unlucky 8-12. That is a
Just
rough
at the wrong
round.
time.
Match point.
Yeah. They had an opening into B there, but the Fade too long passed without having any presence towards that B. And so Vav gets a little bit curious there, decides to check, and lo and behold, this 4 San Diegans just hold up right behind that choke point into B. They did... I don't think they knew, but San Diego did have all of CT available as well. Would have loved to see them, you know, take the space that's given to them and really make rounds complicated.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they were aware how many people were still tilted over to
Face
the
your
east
fear!
side. But now we see the Fade ult come out, only gonna land on the deadlock, but maybe they can at least push and execute on that. The stun landing though on Yuji, so that's gonna prevent that from happening. Slice taking out Vav, but Alex good for 2, and that's gonna hurt this push, and now Yuji down. JJ I'm gonna have to have a hero round to make anything of this for UC San Diego. King can hear the flank, knows there's one behind. Looking for that, not able to land the shots, and feeling it is gonna secure that round 8-13. A big win for Warriors White. We'll be back with Northeastern Aqua. Hello and welcome back to the next game of our night. Game 1 is done. UCSD Navy unfortunately losing to whoever we just played. University of Waterloo.
University of Waterloo.
I couldn't remember. Yeah, an unfortunate loss there. You never want to see that, but you know, with a win here, we could still see them go to that upper bracket. We lost 8-13 to University of Waterloo, to the Warriors, but Northeastern, the school that we are about to play, lost 7-13. So I'm pretty sure that based on the on however these tiebreakers work, I'm pretty sure that means that we are better, since that was our common.
Mathematically we can't lose this, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So hoping to see UCSD put up a good fight against Northeastern. Northeastern, of course, has had an hour to rest, but maybe that works against them a little bit. You know, a little bit of downtime isn't necessarily the best thing. As we see the character select coming here, and JJ Yukim hovering the Reyna. This is an interesting pick. We have 3 duelists on the side of UCSD Navy. I'm not sure what's going on with this, but sure. I guess. A much more traditional comp here on the side of Northeastern, though. Killjoy, Yoru, Waylay, very much meta with the Yoru and Waylay, and then the Astra, Common Pearl pick for controllers, and Fade. I cannot believe the comp that UCSD is running, but their Pearl has looked pretty good before, and you know, if it works, it works.
Maybe they know something we don't.
Yeah, I think they do know something we don't. So, looking forward to seeing what that thing is that they know that we don't. But we'll see. I suppose we'll see.
Yeah, I imagine this comp is going to be very exciting on the attack. But first, we've got 13 rounds, 12 rounds of defense to get through. As always, we're looking to get 13. The winner of this will advance to the main bracket playoffs, immediately facing up against seed number 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the loser of this match will go to face the consolation bracket. So playoffs in the books for both teams for sure, as a result of us going 2-2.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll be able to get main playoff bracket as this first round kicks off.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of an aggressive play. Yunji able to slide out all the way out of arc, but the turret gonna see Jen. Not necessarily giving away Yunji's location though, as Northeastern makes the pivot to start heading over towards B instead. The Killjoy though going to continue lurking. JJ Yukim on that on angle, gonna see Espion and back off. Maybe a sign of things to come for B. Yunji looking for EPP and able to take her out now. So this looks like it's gonna be a B side hit. The shots just coming out like crazy. The Aurora TPing, not looking or checking. JJ Yukim in an amazing spot and punishes the Waylay.
Hello?
I can't believe they didn't check her there.
The
shot's coming out now, and it's just going to be M-Doggy left and taken out by Uni. 2 kills for Uni, and that's a ridiculous start to the game. But works out in UCSD's favor.
She should not be alive there for as long as she was. Standing way out in the middle. It got saturated, got seized. What else? Got Valorant momented with about 10 different abilities. Locking her into that one spot. And a Yoru TP'd in front of her face and didn't shoot her. All the better for Jukim, as that is a pistol round for UC San Diego.
That is a pistol round for UC San Diego. Now going to be more of an aggressive play from Northeastern, already sliding through doors, but there's 2 people holding for it. You see both Uni and JJ Yukim looking. JJ Yukim not going to land any shots, but Uni peeking out, sliding out, grab 2, and JJ Yukim good for the 3rd, but Waylay's still there. And that's a quick round 2, locking in 2-0 UCSD Navy. Another 2-0 start.
Yeah. Uni just popping out with the Bulldog into 5 goes, yeah, I'm just going to be better. Gets 2, does eventually get tickled down by the swarm of water guns. But the teammate Injukim is there with some clean martial headshots to clean up that round. And
Yeah,
it's only
absolutely.
1 death. So strong bonus expected.
Bring them
here.
down.
2-0 start now as you see Northeastern play that middle side again.
think that's just
JJ
off
Kim
of it.
holding, but not going to see anyone. Doors, Slice
There.
getting sight of people coming Art, and looks like a lot of sound. That's going to be a sign for Uni to start moving over to Art. Maybe a bit of a fake out though on the side of Northeastern. Of course, JJ Kim still holding that. You're going to wonder if Jen is going to see the Astra that's jump peeking over on the B main side. Not able to land that kill though, and ZZZMimi is going to take out JJ Kim, starting to slide towards B, and that's a big opening pick for Northeastern. Seems like a much faster play here. Jen able to get out,
There.
but Slice taken down over towards A, and so 3v5 retake, not having the same weaponry either. This is a rough situation to be in if you are UCSD. Jen though
Able
with
to
the
get
outlaw.
out.
And, you know, not everyone necessarily has those full shields. Not actually sure who has the full shields, but the Outlaw could still be really valuable here. Stun, though, for Yoonji, and stinging off of it. Yoonji going to start aggressing into Hall. Gets one.
Okay,
Looking for the
that's
fade, though,
one.
but takes the knife out. Uni
Last player standing.
also not going to be able to take out the fade. It's just Jen, but the late hold from Ave. Ave? Not sure. It's going to be good enough to take Jen out there over in Street, and that's a big round for Northeastern, making it 2-1.
Oh, Jen's pulled out the op. Is she actually gonna do it? Is the question.
Need a
Yes, she
drop.
is. Getting the buy from Jukim to post up on this B-long angle with an op. One of the longest, I would say this is probably one of the longest angles in the map pool currently.
Yeah.
This B-long on Earl. So powerful for this op. But no one here to challenge it.
Yeah, not challenging it. Instead, the flash coming out from Ave over on the B side, and it's going to be a pretty fast aggression. Uni holding, going to shoot the clone, but gets swung off of it. Just a little bit trigger happy there. Fair enough. It's a close angle. JJ Yukim also getting taken out, sliding up, and now that's going to be another 3v5 for UCSD. Pretty brutal situation to be stuck in, and Jen's going to try and play aggressive with the op here. Able to get two on the collat shot, holding now, and that changes everything. Slice also able to
One
get
enemy remaining.
one
through
more,
the
and
smoke.
Jen
Spike
takes out
down
M-Doggy.
B.
It's only SB on. Jen looking there. Not quite landing the shot. The flash,
good
though,
flash.
landing, and just a bit of a stall here. SB on. Gonna be looking and taking out Jen. That's just a 1v2. A couple missed shots there. Happens to the best of us. I know it happens to me for sure. I'm terrible at this game. But Espeon now looking and
30 seconds left.
seeing if she can get any more. Yoonji going to say, not today. That's a 3-1 round for UCSD.
Wow, Jen is really blessed with these collabs. We saw one from her that completely changed the tide of the game back on our first
Need a
map
drop.
against our first match on Corrode. And again, that op 150 high armor penetration is able to knock down 2 like bowling pins in that
Try not to die.
B-link area.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
back to the clearance aisle for this for the attackers.
Yeah, for
For
Northeastern. Northeastern
Literally,
Aqua.
I didn't forget. I didn't forget.
I actually have no idea, like, if Aqua is a color in Northeastern's palette. I'm pretty sure they're like a red, black, and white team, but it's a pretty color. I'm a fan of it. Anyway, seeing the 4-man push over towards Uni able to grab 1 before getting traded out, but that's going to be a gun over on the side of Northeastern, which is pretty helpful for them to continue this execute. Dog towards B, and Jen's going to hear that with the op holding for it, and you wonder if Northeastern knows that that op is still going to be there. Maybe rethinking and progressing back into mid, almost as if they're trying to take their own site. JJ Yukim has now slid up too, and now has a really good timing.
Oh, they're not
if
watching.
she can just find them, and it looks like she can. That's one for her.
Spike down.
And
Attacker
Spike-
She's
spawn.
gonna back out, but does she know that Espeon is right here? Her knife is out. The gun, take it out though in time, and she
One
grabs that
enemy
kill on
remaining.
Espeon. As Slice grabs the other two, and that's gonna be a 4-1 round. Great round for UCSD, capitalizing on that significantly better buy that they had there.
Ooh. Yeah, almost. Jukim almost getting completely caught out by Astra there. Just willy-nilly, no care in the world,
Who needs
walking
a
around
weapon?
knife out, and then suddenly there's an Astra in your face. She does good to react in time, get that gun out. Could have been a lot different if she didn't, though. That lurk proving to be something that UC San Diego hasn't fully adjusted to. But again, what are you going to adjust to on a round where they've got pretty much nothing?
Yeah, absolutely. Uni and Junji playing up very aggressive here, dodging the flash, and gonna see the Yoru good to take out both, and Art is successfully held there. The remaining
I love
three
that smoke.
pushing on this A site, and this is a pretty rough start to the round for Northeastern. You know, I have to say, I do like this swap for JJ Yukim over onto the Reyna. I was a bit skeptical earlier, and still am a little for the defense side, but she's looking a lot better here. Another kill right there on ZZZ Mimi, and the Uni ult is going to come out, good enough to take M-Doggy out, and it's just Espeon left. Uni locking that kill down too. 3K for her on this round, and now 5-1. UCSD is looking really dominant here to start this game out. The timeout, though, maybe Northeastern can change things up a little bit.
Yeah, Jukim up to 6 already in 6 rounds. We saw she was struggling a little bit on that last game with Cypher. Maybe the playstyle wasn't just quite clicking. But now on that Reyna, she can get a lot more aggressive, a lot more ability to play for herself and play for those kills. And we're seeing wonders. It's up to 6-2, mathematically the second highest KDA, but Yunji's got 4-1, and you know, less kills, so it doesn't count too much. Again, against the light buy, San Diego should have a pretty chill time locking in this 6th. Their holds have been pretty good, very aggressive, which I do kind of like with 3 duelists. And as the Romans say, the best defense is a good offense, and we're really taking this one to heart, aren't we?
It was the Romans that said that? I didn't know that.
I think so. I think I heard this from some Roman emperor. Not sure which one. You can fact check me on that.
Well, interesting. Beautiful free cam work coming out here from our free cam observer, Liam. Not the same Liam as me, I swear. Also, great POV observing from Baron. Give a shout out to Baron. Thank you, Baron. W Baron. But yeah, it looks like another mid push here from Northeastern. Going to start this round off the same way they started out a lot of these earlier rounds. Yunji looking, and this could be brutal if they do swing together. Full flash, but she's able to slide out and get away. Just a beautiful perk of playing that jet. Now 5-man in Art for Northeastern, and UCSD should catch wind that no noise is being made anywhere else on the map. The TP lands on the site, and this is going to be a commit. Yuji taken out by M-Doggy, though, off the bat, and that's going to mean trouble for UCSD. Slice, though, looking for someone not able to get any more than M-Doggy. And has the Yoru ult on her as well, waiting for that to come out. Misses the clone, but it's all good. She knows that it is a clone.
Bomb grenade.
Slice good for 2 there. EPP holding from Art, able to
One
grab
enemy
1,
remaining.
but this is rough. It's only going to be EPP in this situation. 1v3, the op holding her in this corner now too, and she's pressed to nothing. 6-1 for UCSD. What a great round for them.
Yeah, it's surprising how Killjoy walks through, opens up that round. EPP opens it up with a nice couple of shots, but still is only left with the Sheriff at the end of it. Maybe with a gun, we could have seen a little bit more damage. And on these rounds, you're really looking to do as much damage as possible. So a plant in 2 isn't bad. It's not bad for Northeastern, but the money is overflowing right now for San Diego.
Here.
If you can spend that money, buy that full shields, you got $8,000.
Yeah, absolutely. Yuji with an aggressive peek, and now the confidence is just brewing, able to take out If2. Uni getting caught in the crossfire though by ZZZ Mimimi. One name to say. Espeon there and over there as well, along with M-Doggy, and it's just going to be these three against the world. The smoke goes down in unfortunate timing for JJ Kim. A little fake smoke.
Not expecting that smoke to fall.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like it was maybe a real
divided.
one there, and the Astro Wall is going to come out, but do they know of the Gen op over on main side? The smoke comes down, so maybe a little bit aware. But Jen, you want to see her shoot there. Slice gonna play somewhat aggressive here.
Face your fear!
Dog revealing the Astra and able to get one there off the bat. Jen
Info
looking
on the
for more,
as
and
well.
now this is a pretty brutal situation here for Northeastern. Although big kills from M-Doggy on Yuji, Slice gonna hold them in that corner and
Last player
taken out with the util. Not enough. Both players on Northeastern really low there, but a big round for Northeastern there that maybe can bring this back up to a bit closer of a half.
Well, Jen, kind of awkward. Kind of play these close range fights, or these relatively close range fights, with an op and a shorty. Now, both players were very much within shorty range. That Phoenix ult to get her in and just drive by one of them with the shorty, very entertaining.
Yeah, unfortunately
can't replicate that.
Yeah, not quite able to land it there fully, and I don't think it helps that Yunji went down just a little early, kept the pressure not as bad on the other side of Hall, so they could focus a little bit more on Jen when she looked, but all good. Still tons of money on the side of UC San Diego, but a really big round for Northeastern there.
This could be a big flash.
Shots!
What are you looking at?
Coming out and immediately one down, not even seeing A's there, but good enough to take her out there, so now we see
A bit of a pause there, creeping up, and no one's here to quite watch Jen on first contact.
Jen has a great angle though, but not able to find anything with it. EPP going to be good enough there, but Slice has been shooting today, looking for another stunt though, and the Waylay's going to slide around. CCC Mimi with the kill, but Yunji is good for more. Yunji and Uni both holding both angles, and Northeastern's just not ready for it.
What's going to happen here?
Espeon looking for that final lurk, and another time we see JJ Yukim with the unfortunate timing of taking out that knife. But
a good knife. I would take it out and look at it.
yeah, absolutely. A little bit of internet issues on the side of the caster, me, right now. So I apologize for any drops in stream right now or anything like that. But Yunji good to take Espeon there, and it's gonna be 7-2 for UCSD. This round is looking, this matchup is looking really great right now.
Yeah. Northeastern really loves their art pushes. Now it hasn't really bear fruit for them just quite yet. Still very difficult, you know, 4 people waiting for that Aurora flash and just swinging with it. But San Diego's so ready, just able to slip back out of the way, fire a couple of shots through, you know, with a little bit of luck, maybe take one down as well. Another mid play. Maybe a different site though.
Yeah, looks like maybe an aggression through doors here. And I think they know that JJ Yuki's not been holding that door the same way that she has been before. Uni good for one though, and able to get out a little bit. Gonna dodge the flash too, and gets all
and they line up.
Lining up is 4K there, and Uni's gonna want that 5th. If I know how she plays, she is gonna be hungry for this kill. Espeon is snuck up out into art there, and you know,
nothing but a classic.
Yuji is just baiting and jumping around, looking for that Uni to find that kill there, and not able to get it. I wonder. Not gonna pull the ult. Right? I thought maybe she would, but unfortunately not able to land that kill. Jen getting it there. Oh my gosh. Landing that kill there, 8-2. UCSD saying duo ace. Yeah, I would have popped the ult too. For sure.
Yeah, she's more
disciplined.
More disciplined than I am. That's definitely not the right call there, but it is just the fun call.
Yeah.
Oh, they want 3-cat after. Oh.
I want 3-cat too. That sounds good right now.
Me too.
You know what else sounds good right now? Using some Turtle Beach peripherals. I would love to be playing right now with something like a Turtle Beach Burst to Air coming in at only like 43 grams. That mouse is so light, one of the lightest mice on the market, and at a really great price as well. Big fan of the Burst to Air personally. Also a fan of the, I'm actually using it right now, the Turtle Beach Vulcan 10 keyless Pro. I think it's a Pro.
10 keyless.
You know, I started moving away from it, but I'm a big fan of the TKL. Uni taken out both times there though by Espeon.
Yeah, oh good flash.
That's rough. Flash gonna at least stunt Northeastern's push here as maybe they go back towards doors, and it's kind of the same ping-ponging we've been seeing back and forth. But Abe gonna be good to take out Jen, taken out by Slice though in trade, and traded again by EP Beep, and this is gonna be a signal. Maybe it is time to lock in that A push. We haven't seen a lot of committed A pushes here. Yunji also taken out, and now it's just a 1v4 situation for JJ Yukim here. Starting.
I've never seen her lose these.
I've also never seen her lose these, but there is, you know, anything could happen. Playing very defensive, very far back. They have the Killjoy post plant util here. This is a rough situation to be in.
Yeah, no one's peeking.
Yeah, rough situation to be in if you're JJ. You're gonna hear that. She
does
shoots it.
Shoot it. A seize and a
Lots of util on her, but they haven't hit her a single time.
Still alive.
If she can land this second defuse, not quite. Almost there though. 8-3 on the half, and that was close. That was genuinely very close.
Yeah, there was about just a second left on that defuse. You know, a couple bullets go a little astray, and that is a robbery of a 9th for San Diego. Still a chance here to get it on the last round of the half. We see you can pull out that op. Everyone's got a full buy, everyone's got money, and it looks like they're gonna be running straight into this point-and-click adventure gun. Can she get anything with it? The round starts and the barriers fall.
Op holding. That smoke is though ready for them to come out there, and maybe she can get something, but smoke landing. The ult down from Jen. Gonna see her. Multiple aggressive TPs and dashes and everything there though, and that's just rough to play against. If you're JJ Yukim, you have to get that one kill to get out, and not able to find that kill. That's part of why Yoru and Waylay have been so great so far this season, is their ability to just be all over you. As we see, Northeastern now in a pretty aggressive hold. 2 in halls, 1 on site, 2 in main, and this is going to be a rough 3v5 retake. Uni already out on site, sliding out to see if she can take out Abe, but not quite, and now it's just Jen. The ult comes out from Abe. Jen looking for another, able to get 2. She's looking in hall, sees M-Doggy, but not before turning away, and unfortunately caught off guard there. But the 8-4 round gonna be big here.
Yeah. And that is a 3 duelist defense.
Yeah.
Managing to put up 8. This is gonna be the side where we really want to see some magic happen with 3 duelists. My
on
assumption,
defense, yeah.
Yeah, probably you'd want to see one of these duelists go for a lot of alerts. Phoenix able to play for himself so well. Same with Reyna, with the self flashes and ability to heal. Obviously, Yunji likely going to be the one dashing in and taking up all that space. We'll see how that turns out. 8-4, narrowly avoiding the 9-3 curse, perhaps, as San Diego poises to play just like Northeastern with 4 mid.
Yeah, definitely here, and just playing very aggressive, which is what you kind of want to see from this. But the late lurk from JJ Yukim over on B main. They're gonna take B site very hard here. The kill already coming out on Ave, and they're looking for anyone else. And blind as Espeon, unable to see anybody there and or really get anything. ZZZ looking for something, but taken out both by Uni. Now it's just M-Doggy looking for more, looking for Slice there and finding her. But she's in a 1v4 with a Ghost and a Dream. The C's not quite able to land, and she doesn't know that they could be right there, and Uni slides out a 4K there, and I know she's going to be mad I missed all those kills.
Yeah, Uni is online right now, 17 and 11, leading the entire lobby. Lots of great kills there. Almost, you know, in a sense, I saw her just kind of shooting bullets, and it felt like everyone was just walking into them in that B-Link area. Nonetheless, wonderful kills, and a 9th for San Diego as they look to break through this eco defense, which is stacked all up on A right now.
Yeah, this is kind of similar to that corrode stack we saw over from University of Waterloo, and looks like it's going to be a free B take. Even JJ Yukim sliding up in street isn't going to see anybody until maybe this EPP peak.
So
not
how is she
quite
not detected? Oh, it's a little
far away, and she lands that kill as UCSD finds itself onto site and gonna plant in a pretty good spot to Uni with another 3K and yet another missed 3K. I know Uni's gonna be pissed at me for that too. At least we got her almost ace earlier, but looking for any kills with this shorty here.
And
they're going for the knife. That's
out.
one kill, but JJ Yukim able to land it. Big 10-4 round, now just 3 away from locking in that spot to the upper bracket. Of course, playing against the University of Toronto if they win this. So, a pretty hard match coming up on the other side of this if they can lock this one in. But it'll be good to see UC San Diego make it up to that top bracket.
Making some big moves.
Where are they?
San Diego has this innate ability to just smell out where the 5 stacks on eco rounds are and just go the opposite way, it seems.
Yeah, absolutely. ZZZ Mimi looking for that kill though, and Uni going to go down with the stun from Waylay, but ulting and going down again. Unfortunate there, but a lot of aggression from Slice and Yunji to get onto site already. Espeon though good for 2, and now it's a pretty tight situation.
Now they'll get a plant, and no one's really here to deny it. So
at least
finding limited weaponry.
Yeah, the spike money down, but Espeon gonna be good for another, and Yunji needs to get anything here. Good for Abe, but the double swing, and Espeon having a great round there. Gonna lock in 4 kills. Of course, we missed all of them, but it's okay.
I think Espeon
have the ability to yell at me.
We defend this reality.
Yeah, she's not gonna yell at you. Now Jen is a completely different story. I do think San Diego pushing up through mid. They tried to go into that mid through CT area, and that's where Espeon was able to cut off some of those sneaky little San Diegans trying to brew some chaos in this round. As we head into round number 16, full buys on both teams, and Abe has a shotgun.
Yeah, big shotgun playing close to doors. We've seen this before, pretty common play here, but UCSD needs to lock in a little bit on these rounds here and secure this. They're gonna have to play pretty aggressive. EPP to be able to take out JJ Yukim, but Uni finding the kill, getting traded out by M-Doggy though, and that's gonna be a little rough 3v4 here for UCSD. Of course, they still have the Phoenix and the Jet though, so definitely able to play pretty aggressive here. See the Huskies tilted over towards B, but no presence and no noise, no contact still for UCSD. So
I wonder if Yunji can sneak past Ave here. Because with the shotgun, you wouldn't really be holding this angle, and Yunji so worried that there's someone here. And there is. He's just behind the next wall. Now, This is an open site, and they could slip all the way out.
M-Doggy's gonna look there and see Yoonji. Yoonji sees her back though, gets a little bit of damage down, and that's gonna be big. Now we got the shotguns holding the same corner. Of course, Ave backing off, and we want to see if Yoonji can find M-Doggy here. They know exactly where she is. She can wallbang that, gets the kill. Jen also good with the shotgun on Espeon, and now it's gonna be both Ave and EPP coming from Flowers, and just EPP. Now this should be a UCSD round. Yoonji with some great shots to lock it in. 11-5. Big round for UCSD. Stop any potential momentum that Northeastern could have gotten.
A good comeback, being down 5-3, 5-on-3, losing that opening, 2 opening kills in 1 trade. Actually, I believe it was a 5-on-4. Jen got traded, I think. Not Jen, Uni, and mid, but it's a great recovery. That shotgun posted up, able to really, you know, swing the tides.
Spike drop.
And just a lot of good timings that allowed them to get into that A site without being noticed.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing a fast play now here on the site. Getting over on site, and Uni looking, you know she's going to be aggressive here. She wants to find wherever they're hidden, whether it's heaven. She hears the killjoy damage, I assume, on EPP, and she's going to see the turret and spooling out as well.
Over! You're dead!
One there for her as we see another kill, and Jen going to start playing aggressive here. Gets one, and she could be good for more. Doesn't know where they are, though. Sees both out in heaven, and that's going to be an aggressive play now here.
By the dog.
Uni looking for that other kill and not able to get the knife, but Jen is some BM here from UCSD as it's 12-5.
Match point.
Knives out. I wonder if this is what my trip to London is gonna look like in a few days, with the way UCSD is playing.
Yeah, shout out actually UCSD's speech and debate, which is currently in London, competing right now with a bunch of other schools out there. I didn't even know they're in like internationals or something. One of the best speech and debate teams in the world apparently. Yeah, shout out my goat Richie Lee over there. UCSD speech and debate. Anyway, we have it's like a push here from A side and very much played back. We see EPP also set up on A. Keeps being set up where UCSD is going. M-Doggy gonna find JJ Ukim's lurk though, but it doesn't matter. UCSD has the plant down. And the Fatal comes out, but not really yet able to capitalize on it. Yoonji holding. EPP good for 1 though, but Yoonji good for 2 in return. Yuni's gonna be holding and knows that at least 2 are there. She gets one of her own, and now it's just gonna be that waylay, and Slice taking her out. That's a 13-5 victory. UC San Diego takes out Northeastern. And what a great game.
Yeah. Wow, so much life breathed back into this team. Especially love to see Jukim popping off way more than she was on that Cypher. Able to really get freeing and start off this game strong. Uni there to close it out top of this lobby, 25-16, out-fragging everyone else by a long shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Very grateful for having all of you guys here with us to watch. We appreciate everyone who came in. I've been Liam Cucumber Kerslake, joined by Andre Brepchan Chin, and I'm very grateful. Thank you to our observer, Baron the Goat. Thank you to our free cam observer, me, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the championship or the tournament or bracket or upper bracket or whatever of the Aurora series. Take care and have a good night.